Hey, all right, so what I've basically done here is thought about and developed a bit of a system for me to be able to do wood carvings because I live in a condo, I don't have a backyard or an area to do them. So, but I do have a big woods in the back of my place, which is the Sketchy Woods. And if you've watched any of my other videos, you'll know that this is the Sketchy Woods. And that's the entrance to it. I have a bunch of wood that me and Pancake cut. I actually cut some of these myself. They've just been in my van, so I've been real anxious to just carve one of them and see how it goes. So I'm gonna grab one of these shorter ones and just try and carve a mushroom stool. I got all the equipment. All I have to do is wheel it out into the woods and get to work. So here we go. I got my gas tank. I got my gas powered chainsaw. I got an angle grinder, battery powered. And I got 2 batteries for the angle grinder. I got a cordless drill with some sanding attachments. And then I got my bar and chain oil. So bar and chain oil and gas is for the electric motor, the electric chainsaw. And then I bought these things just yesterday. These are like Dremel burrs, but you can use them. I can put them in the electric drill and carve out, different designs or whatever. And that's pretty much it. And I got the electric chainsaws here with its 2 batteries, but I'm not going to bring them with me. If I need them, I'll come get them. If I run out of gas, I'm not going to run out of gas. I got plenty there. But and then I got the jaw horse over there, which I'm going to grab and put in the wagon right now. Okay, so I realized everything will not fit in the wagon. So I have the wood in there. I have to take out the chainsaw and the gas tank. So I'll come back for the chainsaw and the gas tank. But I'm going to have to wheel this stuff out there first. This wagon is awesome. So I have not taken the wagon into the woods yet. This is the first time trying this. Lots of burr trees. We don't like burrs. Although, we do have burrs to thank for Velcro. So I won't slam them too much. All right. Working out. Well, it is Thursday and I'm on my lunch break. I have about half an hour and I'm gonna see, now that I have all this equipment and I have a bit of a process, I'm gonna see how much I can actually get done in half an hour. I have my mushroom stool that I've already started and I wanna just reshape it a little bit. I wanna get a bit of a different shape at the bottom. I'm just gonna go into the grass at the entrance of the woods and do it there. So here we go, I got half an hour. See how much I can get done. So we'll listen to some tunes, do some carving that you can watch. All right, so I'm pretty happy with the way that's shaped for now. I think I can do the rest with the angle grinder. I'm gonna bring these guys in to charge them. It's the chainsaw and the angle grinder battery. I have 2 of each, so all good. Just like to keep them both charged up. All right, well that's it for today. See you in the next scene, or I'll see you the next time I work on this thing. Hey, so it's Friday, and I'm just gonna be finishing this guy up. Hopefully, I'm on my lunch break, so I have to hurry up. I got about half an hour. Nicked myself with the angle grinder pretty good. Don't try this at home, kids. It's not that deep. All good. But that's it for today. See you in a bit. Okay, so I'm at this point with this mushroom stool and I'm gonna put some detail on it. So I got myself a Sharpie here. I should probably get some like a wax, some other kind of drawing tool for wood, but I have a Sharpie. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to be carving most of it off anyway, but I want to put some ribs on the base. So it's going to be a ribbed shaft on this thing. I'm just going to draw the ribs on. Now, I carved it this way so that I could have the ribs underneath. I thought it would look nice so that you can see them. That's why I carved it on an angle this way, so you can still see the detail that I'm going to put on. So I thought of it beforehand. And I'm just going to make some lines. So I'm just trying to really decide how far apart I don't want to make a million of these things because it's going to be a lot of work, but I'm thinking maybe an inch apart. There's a kind of a balance between I want it to look good, but I also don't want to put so many of them on there that it's just too much, right? But if I make them about 1.5 inches apart, I can grind this lined off later if I don't like it. I think that'll look really nice, and that's just enough detail, just giving it some detail so it has something, right? Just so it's not so smooth. There's just something like that. Like that would really give it a really cool effect. Let's go. Well, it's Saturday, so I'm not on my lunch break today. So I'm heading out to my spot near the woods entrance. And I'm just going to, like I said, reshape this thing a little bit and try and get the ribs carved into it. I bought these on Amazon. I can't remember the brand name. Oh well, it doesn't matter. But they're little burrs for little burr attachments to carve in detail. This would be really useful if I was doing an animal or something. I would want to use these to carve around the eyes and stuff like that. But for this carving, it's just a stool. But I want to make these ribs, these lines. So I'm going to try to use this with the cordless drill. I haven't done this before, and it might not turn out. I don't know how it's gonna actually work. But you know, I'm just learning, and you're watching me learn. But it might be a mistake, and the only way we learn is by making mistakes, or watching YouTube videos and then making mistakes. So that's what's happening right now. Usually they use a die grinder for this sort of thing, but I don't have one yet, so I'm going to use this cordless drill. It's not a lot of power, but we'll see how it works. Maybe it'll be a good thing that it doesn't have a lot of power, so I won't make a mistake. But let's see how it works. Get that on tight. Let's see what happens. Hopefully I don't totally screw this up. Should probably draw the rest of this thing on. Okay, that's barely even putting a mark in it. It's not even carving it, it's barely putting a dent in it. Barely even taking off the marker. So that's not gonna work. I think you need just a way more powerful tool. That might be the problem, or these just suck. If I get a die grinder, these might work better. I don't know, we'll see. So I do have, for the angle grinder, this grinding wheel, which isn't really for wood, I don't think. It's more for cutting metal and stuff like that, metal, plastic. But I'm gonna try it. I'm just gonna try it on this piece and see if it does the trick. If it doesn't, then I can't carve these ribs into the base. I have to go to the store. That's not gonna work out. All it's doing is really burning it. It's really just causing friction and making it hot and burning it rather than giving it a nice cut. So I'm off to the store, and I'm gonna grab something that'll do the trick. All right, so I ran around to Lowe's. They didn't have what I needed. Went to Home Depot, and they didn't have. I was looking for the chainsaw wheel for the for the angle grinder. They didn't have that, but they had one of these. It's for mortar, but if it's for mortar, if it cuts mortar, it should be able to cut wood. So let's see how. I'm going to slap it on the angle grinder now and carefully test it out. Well, that's it for today. All right, so that mortar wheel kind of worked. It cut the lines, it cut some shallow lines into where I marked it with the marker, and it kind of worked. It cut in about maybe 4 millimeters. So I wanted to go in a little deeper, so I ended up using the chainsaw. I ended up using the electric chainsaw, just the tip of it, to go over those lines and carve them in a little bit deeper, and that seemed to work out pretty well. And after that, I just sanded it down a little bit. It didn't really change much from what you just saw in the last scene. And And then it actually took a couple of weeks for me to find the right stain and let that dry. And then I clear coated. I bought some Varathane diamond wood finish, and the instructions were to clear coat it 4 times, give it 4 coats. So I did that, and it's done. This is it. A nice clear coat on it, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. It's a pretty solid piece of furniture. You can see the wood grain really nice. So that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.